Manoli Madness.
All right,
Raw
back in the
and
saddle.
real. Really raw and really real because my hair is a mess and not brushed. I got crusty eyes.
What? You a crusty beast.
I'm a crusty beast.
I'm a crusty
I
beast.
think I slept.
I'm a crusty beast. Bah, I didn't clunk all that night.
Yeah, but I conked out with you, but I also slept. I don't know, how long was I sleeping before that?
Oh
The
yeah,
first time-
when we got home, you were in. You was
Yeah,
in the living room with me. Then you went in the bedroom,
I was.
and I went there and you said, "Oh, I'm just resting." And then next thing you know, you was
Yeah, you know, because I was doing a U.
what?
I was watching the thing. I was looking up containers and
Yeah.
insulation stuff, and I was like this, and I was like. So then I was like, oh my gosh.
You fell asleep in your phone.
Yeah, so I decided I needed to put my phone down and. Oh. But I feel like.
What you mean me? You did it me.
What you
I
do?
don't do that.
You know, we're laying in bed at night,
Bruh.
and he's like, before we get to the bed, he's like, I'm going down, right? Completely exhausted. Then we get in the bed. He picks up his phone. He starts looking at stuff, and I'm like, what are you doing? I thought you were sleepy. And he goes, yeah, I am, but I gotta watch TV so I can fall asleep, right? And I'm like, huh?
TV is the ultimate babysitter.
But you are already
It'll
tired.
put you to sleep like that.
But you are already tired.
I know, but then the energy it took for me to move my fat ass out of my chair, and then you got the little things you gotta go do in between, like brush your teeth, you know.
So you caught second wind from that.
Yeah, small thing, second wind. Now the energy going again and getting my fat ass back to bed. No, before that I gotta go shishi, then go back to bed. And fuck. Energy stay going again. Because
Right.
once I super relax, I'm good, but I can crash. So when I get in bed, I got my squishy pillow. I got my squishy pillow right here. Right there. And then I watch a video with my squishy pillow.
You watch a video and then the video watch him. Because he do this. He's like, a couple times he does that, and the next thing you know, he's like,
I don't do that. I put it back on the wall.
No. And then,
Because when I wake up in the morning, it's on the table.
because
Cold.
as he's falling asleep, I'm like, put your phone down, put your phone down, put your phone down. Because you're gonna fall asleep. No,
Stop
I'm not.
bullying me.
He's like, I'm not. I'm watching. See? And I go, no, you're not. You're falling asleep. Put your phone down. Put your phone down. Because the table is on his side, on that side of him. And I'm on this side of him, right? He's in between me and the table. I'm like, put your phone down. Because how many times he falls asleep with it on his face or over here. And I don't want him to roll over it in the middle of the night. So I take it from his hand and I have to climb over the belly mountain.
Belly Mountain.
It's Opal Mountain.
Opal Mountain.
And so then, and I'm trying not to smash him or, wake him up, right? So I gotta then I put his phone down over there. Then when he wakes up, he's like, see? I put my phone down.
Bruh.
The other day,
Bruh. Don't listen to it.
the other night when we came home and we were, that's the day we did the vlog, and I said I did a lot of stuff. I did the skid steer, I sorted all the stuff.
Wasn't that Saturday or Sunday?
I don't know.
No, Sunday.
But you asked me after, what did I do today? Because you were teaching class, right? With Nani, you were sitting down.
Yeah.
But I think before that, you did something. But we went home and he was like so tired. Then he was sore because he had hurt his shoulder, right? So, and that might be why you were tired too. But he asked me for Tylenol because we just laid down. And he goes, I need Tylenol. And I'm like, all right. So I get up and I go into the kitchen and I grab the Tylenol. I walk into the room. He was sitting up now. He sat up to take the Tylenol. Now you gotta picture it, okay? I don't even know how I'm gonna. How am I gonna act this out? Here, he's a Christmas tree. Okay.
What's that?
This is you.
Bro, what is that? Props?
Okay, props.
Are
Okay,
you on Christmas tree props? Not even Christmas.
It's Christmas all year long in this truck. So this is the bed. He's sitting at the edge of the bed, right? This is where the head usually goes this way, okay? That's where his pillows are. I come back and he was like this on the bed with half his face hanging off the bed. And I'm just like, I'm trying to wake him up. I'm like, here, I thought
It's
he
like
was like,
reflections of the past.
I thought he was,
Yeah.
you know, screwing around with me. And I'm like, here's your Tylenol, here's your Tylenol. And then he just didn't respond. And so then I figured, aha, I got you, right? So I started doing this and stuff. He didn't even flinch. So I was like, wow, he's actually really sleeping.
Bro.
And he's had these episodes in the past where he's sleeping while he's awake, if that makes sense. Like, it's a
There's no such thing.
there is, and I videotaped you so you know.
I don't know. It's AI. It's
No, it's
all
not.
AI.
Trust me, AI don't weigh that much.
Are you saying I'm fat?
No, I'm saying when I carry you on my back and carry you from the shower to the bed, I know it's not AI. So he's had those episodes, you know, where it's like he falls asleep mid-shower, but his eyes are open and he's talking to me. He's not really talking to me. He's talking at me, I should say. And
What you mean talking at you?
because you, like I
Are
said,
you yelling at you?
No.
I got.
no, not like that. That sounds like a baby. No, but he would like, I don't know what he's reliving or what dream he's in or whatever, but he would be saying something, and then I would try to get him to bed.
No, but is it coherent? Like full sentences?
No. Sometimes it might be, but a lot of it sounds like gibberish to me because it almost sounds like a different language.
Oh, you know why? Because I tap into my other life on another planet.
Oh.
Because when I go to sleep, I go to another day of peoples.
Like,
Huh?
grr. So
What
you
was
were
that?
saying?
What was that?
You were saying? You
No, what
tapping
was
into
you
what?
doing?
No, nothing. I
sure?
was, yeah, I was listening. Like,
Mm.
you know, listening. Do you hear what I?
No, you know what I mean? Like,
Huh.
yeah, going from a Pleiadian council. I always talk to the Pleiadian council. I go meet with them.
Oh yeah,
The Pleiades.
up there
Yeah.
in space.
Yes.
Slap your face. You remember that? You remember that? Did
Nope.
you used to do that when you were young?
What was
Like you'd say, "Give me 5, up high, down low.
No.
You too slow."
Right.
That kind of stuff.
That I remember.
There was another one, something in space, slap your face. No, okay. So he would have these episodes anyway. Literally, he's washing his head. I was gonna say shampooing your hair. He was washing his head, and then he would just like stop, and he would be sleeping. And I'm like, oh my god. And this is
That's
when
the
he's
time you have to
overtired.
carry my fat ass all the way to the bed.
Yeah, so
Out of the shower, all wet.
I finished bathing you first.
Man.
You know, because he had soap all over. So I finished bathing him. Then I can't English today. I guided him out of the shower. And the only way I could guide you out is to look at your face, because you would go from you know, to when you look at me, you're like, huh. And so you would follow me. I'm like, come on.
You mean
come
so
on.
even in that state, I look at you, it's beautiful. Right?
Or
I
you,
could tell you it's beautiful.
you were so funny. And then
Right? Right?
I mean, I guess.
Say it! Say it!
I I guess you thought I was beautiful.
I know you
So-
beautiful.
So
All my fans out there, spam,
I just told
the like,
you.
spam the like, spam the like.
wait,
Say it.
maybe
She's
that's
beautiful.
why. Maybe that's why that
Yeah.
comment was.
Just say it.
No, I know.
Aiko is beautiful.
No, so then I would get him out of the shower, dried him off, and then it's like for some reason he just wouldn't follow me anymore, and he would try to fall asleep against the door, standing up now. I'm like, oh Lord. So I put him on my back and I lifted him up and I carried him to the bed. And I sat him down on the bed, then I pushed him down so he could lay down. And then I had to, like, you know, carry his legs over and stuff and make sure he was safe. And then I would go to say, and he's still talking, you're still like saying stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh my God. Then I would tell him the next day, and he goes, what are you talking about? I said, what do you remember doing last? And he goes, took a shower, and then we come to bed, and we went to sleep. I said, what do you remember doing last?
Hey, if I know we're shower, then I know the next thing is we're going bed.
He's like, yeah, he goes, we got in the shower, we go shower. I said, yeah, but did you get out? And he goes, huh? Yeah, obviously I had to get out.
Duh.
But he wouldn't believe me. I mean, not that he wouldn't believe me. It's just, he said his ex-wife would say the same thing. But, you know, the dynamics between them was different. And so his reaction
Very
was also different.
Yes.
And
very
so
different.
I
Yeah.
started videotaping. And you know that I videotaped while you're on my back too?
Oh yeah.
I
How
put,
do you go videotape while I'm on your back?
because I put you on my back in a way where you were kind of balancing. Your stomach was balancing on the middle of my back. And so I just held one side to make sure that you wouldn't, you know, fall off. And the other hand, I was like this videotaping because I needed to show you, you know.
But-
Or sometimes
so
I
you
would
can
set the video up.
multitask with a 300-pound man on your back.
I can. Sometimes I would set the video camera up on like ahead of us on the headboard or something
yeah,
so
yeah.
that you could see us coming.
Yeah.
But then one day it was hilarious. One day he decides after I get him to bed, we're laying down and I'm talking to him because I'm videotaping, recording what he's saying while we're laying down, and I got tired. I just, you know that moment like when you just fall asleep and it's some loud noise happens or
Yeah.
whatever. So all of a sudden, you jumped off the bed. You like just rolled off the bed like he was diving off of a boat. He went
I was
straight.
going diving.
You,
I was going diving.
it must have been something. He dove off the bed onto the ground. And I think you hit your head a little bit on the way down. It wasn't like major, but you know, I was, because the space between the bed and the thing was not that big either.
Wow.
And so I was like, whoa!
Oh, was this our bed? Oh, our bed was
When
the
it
other way.
was, yeah, the headboard was against the window,
Right,
like how
right.
it is, and yeah. So I just freaked out, and I went to go. I was like, "What the hell are you doing?" And I went around the bed, and you were on the ground, and I was like, "Oh my God!" Nah. Okay, carrying you from the shower is one thing.
Wait.
Can
You
you
can go like
imagine?
this, spread them off like
Can
that.
you imagine?
So,
That's
hold,
what she said.
Hold that side. Hold that side. Like that.
And so now I see it's okay, this thing I tell you. So I'm standing there at your feet. And
Okay.
I'm thinking, how the hell am I gonna get you out now? Because you're almost wedged in between the bed and the wall.
Uh
So how am I supposed to do that? Right?
huh.
Think about it, visualize it. He's on the ground, and he's on the ground face down. Because I guess he's swimming or diving or something. And I'm just like, so I tried waking you up, right? And that really didn't work. And I'm like, babe, come on. So I ended up like moving your legs in a way. I think I got you to roll over so I could sit you up, moving your legs and sitting you up. I managed to sit you up while I was on the bed. I was pulling you and managed to sit you up. And then from there, I went on the other side of you, and then I pushed you up more, and then I was able to wedge myself in between your back and the wall, and I scooped you up by your butt and I pushed you on the bed. And then
Yeah, well, you pick up one side of the head with the ass, 50 pound, 150 pound. What about the other 150 pound flopping?
no, I made sure you wouldn't flop over. I had, and then I don't. It would have been great if I videotaped that, but I was too
So
worried about you
techniques.
because you just jumped off like real fast. I was like, wow! And you said something out loud right before you did that. That's why.
Banzai!
Maybe. I don't know what it was, but it was really loud. So that's what woke me up. And right as I turned to look at you, that's when you just went, whoa!
Yeah, I don't know, man. You kept telling me about these episodes that I would
Yeah.
have.
I think it's like I don't know.
I think it's a psychological
I think
thing,
so,
maybe.
from like prison and all the trauma.
Yeah.
And I think too at that point,
I wonder how many other convicts
yeah.
go through that.
But I think for you, that was the point in your life.
If you know anybody
with us.
that's been in prison and they exhibit, strange behaviors during their sleep or
Yeah.
whatever, then maybe something we can try to see if we
I
can.
can let your wives know what to do.
Don't attack them though. Don't attack.
Don't attack them because,
Yeah.
and you know what? I learned from my son too. I mean, I wouldn't have attacked you anyway, but
Yeah.
like I learned from my son too because he had night terrors, and
Yeah. So
after
that's
his
what it is.
surgery.
Night terror.
Yeah,
right?
and so it's from, but
Yeah.
his was a little bit, I don't know, it's slightly different.
Yeah.
And he got him from his.
Can you English today?
Maybe I had a seizure yesterday. I don't know.
But let me just say this. Yeah, so, because I come from the prison system.
What?
And I gotta tell you guys that
It's
in
traumatic.
prison, there's like a understanding that the CO's not gonna just come over there and roughly get you up and stuff. Because there was a CO in California that would go around harassing inmates
Oh yeah,
and roughing them up, getting them up.
that's crazy.
But this one inmate got up and ended up stabbing the CO to death.
I don't
And when he
think-
went to trial, the guy said, "Hey, I didn't even know I was."
Yeah, I can just imagine.
Because when you're in prison, convicts. I'm not talking about inmates. Inmates is brain dead. Inmates are like Waikiki tourists, right? They're walking around. They don't even know where they stay, and they leave their brain at home.
It's like survival
They're not
mode for
yeah,
you guys.
yeah. But convicts, you gotta be prepared, bro, at all times. You have to be alert and prepared, even when you're sleeping. So if something happens, you know what I mean? Hey, something's gonna happen.
It's like Poking Duck. Poking Duck.
You know what I mean? Somebody swinging, somebody stabbing, somebody
Yeah.
punching, somebody doing something.
And that's why I think that it was from trauma, right? I mean,
Yeah.
years of trauma, and then when we got into our relationship, you said it's the first time you felt safe,
Yeah.
right? So I think it's
Yeah,
that
you make my life
moment.
safe.
But it's that
I mean, two today.
when
You make
you're-
my life safe.
when your brain is.
Excuse me.
I'm trying to.
You just should move right
I
past
know.
that.
I make you feel safe. I understand that. I'm trying to get to the point of. That's why I think that
That's what I love.
because
love you.
focus. Because I think the brain is healing, and there's some kind of. There must be a scientific reason for this. If there's a psychologist that becomes our fan, like, I don't know, like, you know what I mean?
Oh,
That's when your brain is starting to heal. And there's something that happens with your brain with that transition, you know?
yeah.
And so then I think it's like I don't know, some kind of phenomenon that goes on that you have these things, these weird things.
Yeah.
But I mean, this was happening like probably at least twice a week before,
Yeah.
for like probably a good 6 months, like twice a
So
week.
it's been a while since that was.
Yeah, it's been a while, but I noticed.
So what happened?
Well, I noticed when you're overtired, then it starts to happen a little bit too.
Well,
And so I think it's when you push yourself, you know. And I don't know if now the stroke has something to do with it too, right? Like it doesn't take much for your brain to get overtired because your brain already has like
Yeah.
damage, right?
I just walked my fat ass up the stairs and I'm overtired.
But I think that's like
That's what I'm grateful about our new home.
it's
I don't
really-
have a ton of stairs to
Yeah.
walk up to.
we just gotta
I
fix
park
that
my
again.
truck, and then, yeah, and then once we get the patio done, you know, we get a patio done over there.
It'll be easier.
I'll ramp my ass up.
Ramp. We'll get those you know, the rolling flat carts that you fix cars with.
Yeah.
We'll get that and we'll tie it to the container with a pulley system. And you just lay down there and just pull yourself up.
Yeah. Oh, push a button.
But yeah, that was like, it was some experiences, let me tell you. But
Yeah.
what were the beginning of our story we're talking about? Because something reminded me of that.
What reminded you?
I don't
See,
know.
now you're having a makuli. Are you makuli?
I was tired, I think, because we were, I don't know, I'm exhausted, like, and
I gotta tell you, bro. Off-grid living, it's exhilarating. I love it, but it's also tiring. It is, bro. It is something, bro.
especially when you're trying to get yourself established, there's so much work
Yeah.
to be done, and in this program,
But I can see that once we get the water system hooked up,
then it's maintained.
yeah, then it's just
Maintenance.
about maintenance.
Yeah,
Then you just gotta maintain. You gotta go out there, pull the weeds,
yeah.
right? Trim the branches and whatnot.
Weed whack here and
Harvest
there.
the food, and then you
I
do
wanted
it.
the plants and I fed the chickens yesterday.
Yeah.
I felt like such a farmer.
Farmer in the dale.
I was like, I woke up, I did all that, and I wanted. Remember, I
How do you
said,
feel that very first day?
yeah, it
Sunrise.
it
I was just
pretty-
enjoying the sunrise.
Yeah, no, you were on the phone with your client. I mean, on the phone with your client,
What was the-
Karen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, the sun is starting to come up. I wanted to get the plants watered, you know, on time, at the
Right.
right time. So I did that, and I remember before we moved on, I said my plan is we get up, we enjoy the sunrise.
Right.
Then as soon as that happens, then we go water the plants, get the chickens done, then come back, relax, and have breakfast.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I did.
And how simple was our breakfast?
Powdered donuts. Because we had to buy something and bring something that they didn't have to cook, right?
Right.
And, you know, and cold, not cold.
I'm a
right?
dunker. I'm a
So-
dunker. Just dunk my.
Well, and I guess we can have cereal too. Like maybe the next time when we
Yeah.
sleep over, we can have cereal because our cooler stays cold. And I had the milk in there for you.
Yeah.
I surprised him and I brought milk and orange juice for him. And so,
I love my orange juice in the morning.
yeah, it was really
I love my orange juice in the morning.
it was really cool.
Hey,
We can go that.
The end was over.
We don't have.
Oh, 272 Stadium.
We don't have,
See that?
but yeah, it was. Man, our life is never a dull moment.
Yeah.
But it might be TMI, but I don't care because it's raw and real. A week ago now, I started bleeding, and I went to the doctor, right? And because I was bleeding for no reason, and I've been diagnosed 20 years ago. I was diagnosed with fibroids in my uterus, and back then I was given the option from the doctor. I just had my second child, and I was given the option to have a hysterectomy. So I didn't know for sure. My ex-husband at the time didn't want any more kids. I always wanted 4 kids. I have 2. And I thought, well, I told
And
the
I have
doctor,
2.
yeah,
So you got 4.
there's my 4. So, I said, well, I don't know for sure that I'm not going to have kids, but I'm not ready for someone to take that choice away from me, And so I opted not to have the hysterectomy. And so I've lived with the fibroid pain for 20 years. I've lived with the heavy cramping and heavy bleeding and everything, all the goodies that come with fibroids and stuff. And my uterus became enlarged. And then the doctor said I have a retro uterus where it tilts backwards.
Retro, like 1960s uterus?
And so even my uterus is like this.
Oh, match you then.
So
Same.
So there's a lot of things going on that cause pain. But I started bleeding again, and I started getting different pain. So we went to the doctor, and so they examined, and they said, yeah, your fibroids are bigger, your uterus is bigger, everything is you're all screwed up. And so again, they offered me some medicines and some stuff, but they said it's like putting a Band-Aid on the situation. And now it's like pushing against my bladder too, and that can cause problems.
I hate every time I talk to a doctor, but I was like popping pills in the mouth.
Yeah, by the way, I'm gonna talk to your doctor about yours, but about the rashes you're starting again. But
I tried telling and nobody believes.
no, but look how long it takes for a rash to start. I started these medicines in January, but. So anyway, I had to go through some doctors and stuff. I have to get clearance from all these kind of doctors. I'm scheduled to have my hysterectomy on September 26th. And I have to get clearance from a cardiologist.
So you signed off
on... I signed my uterus off. You have to sign papers. And it says clearly that like big letters on the top too, and it's colored like.
Well,
yeah, it's like, geez, gotta rub it in their face, like it says, I understand, something like, I understand that by doing this procedure I can no longer have a child, or something like that, get pregnant and have a child. I was like, wow, and that, reading that, like, I know that,
right,
but reading that, just, I cried, when I was signing my name, I cried, because I'm like, oh, that's, you know what I mean? Like, no matter how old I get.
It's a big thing,
yeah. Like, if God blesses me with a baby, I don't know. And it just was really sad, but I had to sign it there to start the surgical process, the paperwork of the surgical process.
But okay, so that right there, right, that whole thing you just went through.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is why, for me, with the question of abortion, to me, it's not. It has nobody's business. My mother would say, "Nearly oko." If she was in a position to have to make a decision about something, she would just make them on her own. She wouldn't let nobody tell her what to do. Regardless if you're a big fat government official.
Because it's my body, is what you're saying.
Exactly. And you had to do that decision in a consultation with your doctor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And for me, it's not my decision. I have no opinion on it, and the reason why I have no opinion on it, because that's your body. That's your body, and that's the whole thing. Is if it's not your body, then shut the fuck up. But you got nothing to say.
So they say my body, my choice, or everybody was doing
That's
those
right.
signs, but it was funny because I was sitting there and it was my body. I have no choice. You know
No,
what
but
I mean?
no,
Like
but no. That's because you was weighing
right?
the medical.
Yeah.
But
But that's a tough position
Yeah.
to be in. And
so it's tough enough for women to have to make decisions about their own body than having some politician in your ear or in your head telling you what you can and cannot
yeah,
do.
I totally agree.
But you know the thing that is most interesting, and I've heard this comeback from women, which makes perfect sense. You notice that there's no national law or whatever, or states' rights law that governs whether a man's balls should be cut off or not.
Yeah,
You know
to get
that
a
all the
vasectomy
politicians,
and all
they don't make laws about against men.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Now certain states they get castration. Whoa, something just fly out of my truck.
For real?
Yeah, some
Okay.
rag. No, some rag or something.
Where's your rag?
Not my rag. It's like I think the plastic bag for the thinking. But anyway, you know,
Talking
like
about men.
yeah, men they're so power hungry. They want to control women.
Yeah.
You know, make all these laws. You cannot vote. Oh, you like vote? Okay, now we're going to make it so you cannot have an abortion now. Like retaliate. You know what I mean? Like stupid little kids. That's the thing that really upset me about this whole. I'm glad the abortion issue is finally argued, because it ain't got nobody's fucking business.
And personally, I would never have an abortion personally.
Right.
And this is
Right.
my personal choice.
Yeah, but
and,
that means that's your body,
yeah.
right? That's your body, and even like we stay together, right? Now you ask me how I feel about abortion, and I might feel like yeah, I may feel like no, right? Depending on whether or not I cuckoo today or not, right? But it ain't got nothing to do with me. And the reason why, even though we're husband and wife, it has nothing to do with me. I mean, I can say, baby, I like him, I don't like, or whatever. But the bottom line is,
as far as my
it's
body,
your decision.
As far as my body, but I do think that in that situation, I mean, just me. I don't know how other women feel,
Right.
but if I got pregnant from you,
Right.
and to me, your input is important, right?
But
Because
ultimately,
yeah, I get
whose
it.
decision is it?
I mean, I get it.
Right?
If I decide to have an abortion, there's nothing you can do about it.
Right.
Unless you
Exactly.
hold me hostage or something. But
And even then, the thing not gonna matter. You know what I mean? At some point, you gotta go shishi. You know what I mean? And then what? Boom, you go inside there. Boom, bang, hooked up. Boom, pow. Yeah, there you go, motherfucker. What? You know what I mean? So the bottom line is, stay out of other people's business.
yeah.
You know what I mean? If it's not your business, keep your opinions to yourself.
Oh, we could say that about a lot of people.
Oh yeah.
Not just about abortion.
That's where a lot of times they get irritated.
It's a general thing, not just with abortions.
Yeah, but I have a right for freedom of speech. Yeah, you can freedom of speech all you like. But take your freedom of speech over there, but put them in your pocket and go sit down in the corner.
Do it in that plastic bag over home.
But, yeah, you all up there. Go put them in a sanctuary or something.
Yeah, there you go.
Huh?
I didn't say that either.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I understand that. But
This society that we stay in
It's
right
just
now.
crazy. Why
The way
did we get to
society,
that topic?
yeah, I don't know. The society that we in right now is so crazy that everybody like be all up in everybody else's business. Yeah,
Yeah.
they be all up in their business. You like dictate what other people can and cannot do in their business, but you know, like nobody in your business.
Yeah.
You know, like nobody talking about you and what you do in your business. You know, like that.
I know why
But you
we
like
got
do
to
that for
topic.
others. American democracy is nothing but disguised hypocrisy.
I know why we got to
Malcolm
that
X.
topic.
that?
Because it's talking about my hysterectomy.
Right.
So, yeah, so
Yeah,
I
that
signed
thing.
my...
That thing.
Yeah, that thing. I signed my uterus away. It was very traumatic. And so September 26th is when I'm scheduled to have it. And the doctor, originally it was like November. And I asked him, I go, am I gonna bleed the whole time from now to then? He goes, you might, you know, and I'm like, good Lord. Cause I already get like anemic, you know, when I used to have my periods, but I'm like, okay. So he pushed it up. He said, let me see if I can, you know, squeeze you. And I got to do the phone calls and see if consults, whatever. He did it right there in the office. He said, just sit tight, you know, let me see what I can do. So he actually got me in September 26th. But, okay, so I am in the process now of getting a Zeo patch because I've been having skipped heartbeats. And then I'm in the process of getting an echo to see about a leaky valve possibly.
Damn.
And then I'm in the process of treating my myotonia, which that I told the doctor, and my seizures and all that, right? So I have to get clearance from each one of these doctors. And then
we got a
I got one
yesterday.
Yeah, so I got one.
That's the myotonia guy.
Yeah. And so, and I think that was like the big one, other than the heart too.
Right.
But I told him, I said, okay, just letting you know, I have paramyotonia congenita. Does that make a difference? It's a muscle disorder, right? And he goes, oh, good to know. He goes, yes.
Hey, you've been surprising all your doctors.
I know.
Good thing you even say that.
And so he goes, good to know, because yes, you know.
That's why it's important to know your body.
Know your body.
And don't expect your doctor to know everything.
Yeah.
You gotta tell your doctor, because then that will help your doctor help you.
Yeah. So now it makes sense why the other surgeries that I had, they had a difficult time waking me up.
Right.
It was because my breathing muscles don't work as well. And can you imagine how scary that is?
Yeah.
Thinking about it now, like I could have died,
Yeah.
right? Like, and nobody knew.
Yeah.
And so he was like, okay. He goes,
God bless the
"There's
guy. God bless modern technology. Bro.
Yeah, he said there's a lot of steps that we have to take. Like we have to clear it with the anesthesiologist as well. He's gonna have to consult with you because there's certain types of anesthesia medicine that they can't use for me, and then they have to wake me up a certain. They have to help me breathe longer to wake me up, so that my breathing muscles can, you know, recuperate. And so it was a good thing I told him all that. So now I have an anesthesiologist that I have to go through too. But once I get all that cleared, then I'll be good to go. And so the doctor was really nice. It's just, you know, like I said, I didn't think that I was going to have to sign that paper yesterday. I thought it was just a consult where we were just going to plan, you know, do you want a hysterectomy? Do you not want a hysterectomy?
Yeah, but no sense you prolong all that.
Yeah, well, apparently that's protocol. Like once I decide, okay, that yes, we are going to go forward,
Right.
they have to have me sign the paperwork right then and there.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's like maybe people change their mind.
probably.
But then, okay, when
Yeah.
I went to my muscle doctor yesterday, I was telling him about it. He goes, oh yeah. I said, I need a clearance paper from you and what to watch out for, what the do's and don'ts, you know. So he gave me the paper and I was like, wow, it looks like, I told him, it looks like attorney papers or court papers where it has
Legal
all these
papers.
citations,
Yeah.
on it. It's, things that refer them to medical cases, with people with paramyotonia congenita. And then when I was looking it up in the office, like what risks, happen with anesthesia, and there's this long list of lists.
Long list of lists.
I'm telling you, I can't English today. But
That's okay. You're beautiful.
I'm beautiful, but I can't. I was
Huh?
gonna say I can't list. I can't English. So first, when I signed my uterus away, stop laughing at me. First, when I signed my uterus away, they have to go over, they have to go over all the risks, right?
Right.
And so he's going over, he goes, things that can happen during a hysterectomy. This is not myotonia, people, everybody. He goes, of course, there could be bleeding problems. Of course, we could cut through a nerve or, an artery. Of course, there could be damage to your kidney. There could be damage to your bladder. There could be damage to your colon. There could be, and he goes, but, these are like 1%. There could be death, And I said, 1%, okay, that's me. You need to put me in that category. I'm putting you on notice now because that's me my whole life. I am the 1% that they say, usually this doesn't happen, and it happens, right? He goes, okay, good to know. I said, and I'm RH negative, because he asked me, if in the event we have to do a blood transfusion, are you okay? So I had to sign that paper too. I said, yes, but take note, I am RH negative. And he goes, boy, you weren't kidding about all this 1%. I said, see? And so I'm just like, oh my God. So that long list of stuff, I'm like, okay, that's kind of scary, right? Then when I'm looking up specific with myotonia, I'm like, good Lord, there's so many things that can go wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, wait, I changed my mind.
This is a high risk. This is a high risk situation.
It's crazy, and they say it's a simple procedure. They do thousands every day or whatever. Yeah, I'm like,
but
okay.
For your case,
for me,
yeah, it's a high risk situation. Right?
She's like, but then
all kinds of shit involved.
Yeah, but then it's like at this point, I can't not do it anymore.
Right.
Like I have no choice, because then the risk of me keeping my uterus at this point is only going to cause more problems, and then those problems might be worse.
Yeah.
And so that's what I think that's partly why I'm really tired too, because it's been a week now and it's different kind of bleeding, so it's.
That's why I'm always amazed by you, because you push yourself when we're working. I mean, lifting blocks and moving stuff on the Aina, and it's your drive to make shit happen is impressive.
And then I
I'll
just
watch it.
sleep for 14 hours.
Yeah.
The other
and
day,
down the bird.
Yeah. The other day
Yeah.
when you were teaching Nani, when you were talking to Nani, right? That whole time I was like, okay, there was stuff that had to be done, right? Like that when that container was moved, there was a whole bunch of stuff. We just had to throw it on the side to get the container ready and open so that the guys could move it. So that mess had to be cleaned up. And then we had a big 10, what was the white one? How big was that? 10 by 20?
10 by 20.
So we had that, but the tarp was ripped and the poles were bent.
Yeah, I wanted to save the poles and all that.
I did too, because I wanted that to be my chicken coop.
Yeah.
But, it ended up like we were working till right before his curfew because we had to get home. We just like, it wasn't working, and so we just had to ended up breaking it a little bit. But I had to clean up all that because the tent pole, everything was still together, the frame. It was just tossed on the side.
Right.
So we had that, and then we have a whole bunch of stuff. So that day, I don't know, once I started moving, I was like, okay, I got to keep going because I could feel my body about to shut down.
Yeah.
So I ended up just going, and I sorted out all these things. I put, like a rubbish pile. I put all the poles in one area, broke down the tent.
Mm-hmm.
And then those blocks I was trying to do
Bruh.
them without you seeing me. I was gonna pick it up. How heavy were
Those blocks are at
Was that
least
the
40 pounds,
That was
50
the 40,
pounds.
50 pound blocks.
Yep.
So we had 6 of them because they were holding down the tent. And I picked one. I've picked them up before.
Yeah.
But you know, it's like the shape like
The
this. Right?
triangle thing. Right?
So
With the straps.
Yeah. So I tried to pick it up, but
There's
now
a
with my
official
muscle,
name of that kind of blocks, but you know,
yeah,
people involved in that business, they
Yeah.
know what that is.
I think that's how I sprained my pinky. I think maybe, but I like, what do you call that? Not rolled it like that, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Like,
What you mean? What you mean? You don't know what you mean.
like I rolled it on the, just like moved it around. I don't know how to explain it anyway.
Oh, you talking about the blocks?
Yeah, like how I got it to when
Yeah,
I
yeah,
OCD'd
yeah.
it into a
Yeah.
nice pile, right? And
Yeah.
so, I mean, a nice line. So I got them all over there, and then I was like, I moved the table and I set up a little spot under another tent that we had to move over for you to have your class over there. So I was like, it's not ready, you know. I mean, it is, but it's not ready. Like, still gotta clean everything up. But I put a cooler, a rubbish can over there, and then tables, and I have a taller table for the instructor here, you know. And so I was like, okay, I'll do that. And then
The tall people sit.
yeah. Then I
So
was
so you're like this with the table.
I'm taller than that.
Huh?
Okay. No, I'm taller than that. But
You're not taller than my window in my house.
whatever.
I got my very own window in my own house.
Whatever. But yeah, then so then I don't know, because like from the blue and white container to our container is a lot of soft, it's almost like sand,
Yeah.
right? So I was trying to
So we gotta bring in a guy in Copley.
cold plane, yeah. So I was trying to get that like that. So I went and got the skid steer. And I was
Mama, right there.
putting cold plane on
You
the.
need a skid steer driver? Right there.
I was.
She didn't learn. She didn't learn
I'm
her
still
home.
not fast like the guys. I mean, they just whip through everything. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, there's a talent, bro.
But
There's a skid steer usage, and then there's like acrobatic talent
yeah.
behind a skid steer.
But when we get our
driving
own,
is
I'm gonna learn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna learn. But yeah, so I was doing all that, and then his client was laughing, like tripping out.
Yeah, look my teeth over there.
And I was doing all kinds of stuff, and so that took a lot out of me too. Then I had to push because
And so I gotta tell you, and I tell everybody out there, wow, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you because, wow, if people only knew the amount of medical issues that you have that is debilitating in and of itself, yet you push through. And so, for all of you out there who want to do off-grid living, and you have this bright idea in your head, I gotta tell you, it is not freaking easy. It's not easy just to do off-grid living itself.
Yeah.
But when you have to do off-grid living with
Start from scratch.
medical problems, if you have medical problems, you have to take that into consideration. If you gotta do off-grid living behind a financial deficit, it's not easy, right?
Yeah.
Lucky for us, we had Kanakas come out and not Kanaka, we had Unholy Family that is all for the program and said, hey, you know,
People came out.
yeah, we want to help you succeed, bro. You know what I mean? So shout out to the Becker family because those guys, they're awesome. But if you ever meet them, shake their hand, give them a big hug, and support them, bro, because they do a lot, bro, for people.
It is hard too because I mean, you know, and we knew that when we got into it that we are the pilot, right? That
We're the guinea pigs.
And
What that mean is, when you're the pilot, that means you're the guinea pig.
but we're taking the roughest road to prove that if we can do it with the
Right.
roughest road,
Yes.
then anybody can do it, right?
Yes.
And so we're intentionally doing that. And we're taking a piece of property that had been used as a dumping ground,
Right.
literally. So we had to do what machines would do. We did it by hand for over a year.
Yep.
And so that took, a lot out of it. But at the same time, I think my muscle
remember,
disorder
we was
was
just constantly picking
Yeah.
stuff out of the, and then you
throwing
gotta
it in a truck.
untangle all the weeds and
Yeah.
grass and vines and all that.
Everything, and we did it all by hand.
And like, oh, what is this? Oh, condoms. Oh, what is
There was. Oh my gosh.
Oh, here's a radiator. Oh, hey.
And one day when I was off the side, I found all these druggie bags, right? And I was like, we got drugs, right?
But it was all eaten, like, looked like it was
Yeah, I don't know
disintegrated or
I
whatever.
don't know what they do, but
It's all empty.
It was druggie bags. And
Yeah.
then next to it, I found a guy. I go, ew! I found a condom, and the first question out of his mouth, full? I'm like, ew! I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna check, but that was like,
Yeah.
And
then you here's a what do they call it? With in the car, transmission.
Yeah.
A transmission over here, transmission over there.
For you, transmission for you.
You get
It
door
was
frame
crazy.
over here.
And I pull out
Window
this
there.
one metal thing. I'm like, what is this? And
And
then
the concrete blocks, amount of
Yeah.
concrete. Bro, somebody did a demo job, or
Yeah.
some peoples did demo jobs that they, I don't know, for whatever reason, never like go get them.
they
But
could have at least made it nice so we could have used it.
yeah, but
Was
you
all
know what
broken.
though? Those some of them are insane for use for stepstone,
Yeah.
right? The biggest freaking stepstone in the world, the tallest.
Yeah.
Yeah, but some of the base course that we got on the Aina right now came from Tyson Services.
Yeah.
We gave them the concrete rebar blocks that was found on the property. They took it to their yard
Yeah.
and they went grind them up and came back as base course.
And that's another thing that we started doing too, is we removed the rubbish and took
Yeah.
them to whatever convenience centers that they were supposed to go to. But
Right.
we
That's what you
also
gotta do too.
reused what we could.
Right.
Whatever the Aina gave us, that's what
Yeah.
we reused. And so, remember when we walked down that other place where the barbed wire is like so deep? We went
Yeah.
like 4 feet deep, and it was
Yeah.
still going underground. Okay, so when we walked down a little bit more, there was that big metal. There was something huge and metal, and we couldn't get to it.
Right.
Where did it go?
I think when they
Is it still there?
came in and cleaned it up, they took it out.
I never seen it.
Yeah, I think it was Kanai's was able
Yeah?
to take all that out. Yeah,
I wonder
'cause
what
they
it
came-
was.
It was. I don't know.
I didn't see. I
I
was
don't know.
always curious. Like
I don't-
one day we're gonna get that
Yeah.
out.
All we know is whatever belong at PVT, take them to PVT. Whatever belong
Yeah.
at H Power, take them H Power. If
It
it
was
belongs
crazy,
to Women
though.
All Goals, take them there. Convenience Center, take them there.
But that is why it's more still ongoing,
Right.
more work on our part, because we did it by hand before the machines came in. And so yesterday on the commission meeting, I said the saying, if you build it, they will come, right? Somebody told me that, and I don't want to say who it is on camera, but
Mhm.
somebody told me that, and that is really true, because we had to do the work to show a certain amount, right? We had to build it to a certain
Yes.
degree,
Yeah.
and then people came to step in, and then
Yeah.
now we had to build that to a certain degree, and
Yeah.
then more people stepped in, right? So
Yeah.
as you show progression,
Yeah.
then people start coming, and
God
it's
will
not,
open the way,
yeah,
bro.
and
God will open the
it's
way.
different from being an opportunist and saying, "Whoa, now you get it done. Now I want in." It's different. It's a different
Right.
kind of
different
But
vibe.
you do have to show people. You can't
Yeah.
expect people to just go off of your idea and say, okay, I'll do it for you. You know,
Right.
you do have to put in the work, and
You gotta be there.
it is hard work. And I do push my body, but my muscle disorder is also getting more and more debilitating. So the amount that I have to push through, I think, I'm not kidding when I say I sleep 14 hours. It was probably more than that. Because I slept from, what time did we come home yesterday? Like about 3?
Yesterday in the afternoon.
Yeah, so I
Yeah,
slept
we
from
came-
there
came up pretty
until
early.
like, oh, 7 o'clock I woke up to get meds. But then I was still like really sleepy. And then we went to sleep early and I slept all the way through. And if we didn't have class right now, I would have like kept sleeping because I could not get my body up. And I
Oh.
feel like,
Okay.
oh, I don't know who that is. You park over there. But I feel like at some point my body was paralyzed last night. Like I was trying really hard to move my leg and stuff, and it just wasn't moving. It wasn't moving at all. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And now we have to do class and go on a Zoom. What do you call it? Is it a scheduling conference or
Yeah,
mediation?
scheduling.
What is it?
Yeah. Okay, no. When you do, when you get lawsuits, the parties are required to meet before the scheduling conference.
And the guy put us into
Yeah.
the lawsuit that we have nothing to do with.
And I love it. He
So-
did us a solid. Yeah.
So we have to be involved in that too.
Yep.
And so we're here.
Waimanalo, beautiful Waimanalo, God's country.
Yeah. And so
God's country on the east side and God's country on the west side is 96792.
it's completely
The
different.
real west side.
It's completely different, like weather, everything, but it's all Native Hawaiian territory, like, you know.
That's right.
But we'll probably update you on the way home.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, the doggy has a hard time walking. Okay. All right, Daddy.
All right. Love, peace, and happiness, y'all. We out of here.